because if I was on like a comment, no someone else said, yeah, be a share now on a channel 1 TV so and Umaru Sanda, a host a Dennis Aboagye. Now you see, Dennis Aboagye no who still on as a way why you will be pleased and this is for politics one so they are so be ship or said the nano or call join news on PM Express or Evans Kwaje Nedia or Honor for Umaru Sanda so Nedia and Kihui we channel 1 for credit. Most I man amunye bi who ain't come on agenda TV, but all of a sudden I said most man than agenda TV. And questions are will be no. The journalist now he should be a neutral person. I ask a question because or NDC. Because say the questions influenced by like NDC for Nyama be like I say or don't know they don't want to see what is NDC need be no bizarre questions no. And then is also treating it as a NDC communicator. And there's some kotwa. I say, well, we like misleading the Ghanaian. We like misleading them. That's the thing. Free one is stress free. University level 100 stress free. Then they are the buyer. A copy of a free SHS. And they are no more, you know. They are almost a stress free. There's obedience scanners and our school, but to scanners and our school. If you must in the panic, go with risk and we are more German. Meanwhile, those days, scholarship, university scholarships, and you go school in a sign and theater. There's a way Ghana for Gatria and I said, and no, and now Umaru Sanda say, and they are the analyze where this Oman Tiescan. What Tiescan is this? Someone promising Ghana for. That's the question. Was that the promise? Omo campaign was an etiana. I want for any Dennis Aboagye children say yes. The National Communications Office now or Pewo, a MPP mono. Munina Mochiguo, when we are, or be mamma's wire ship, papa. Most are journalists for now, portray more. I say, Yasham Funumona, more as a mere neutral, Munina is a agenda and Moyano. You may expose Munina in 3. And then there is the man straightforward or catch the straight. So no Dennis. Or no phobia, on Surubia, Obeji, straightforward, Panay. Or the mano. So at the arms of misleading Ghana for. And or the point to be out Mickey, be any or the burning films have or no journalist no ever catch it then say or attacking or say. So why are one this in anybody's friend they are buying now? That's why I buy in the year, one engine bomb. One engine blasting. My phone has a quota on channel 1 TV, so you couldn't go or program face to face. You couldn't go.
But is your miracle with an S or there's no S?
S. It's a lot of miracles. There's no one. It's plenty.
Yeah, wonderful human being.
Yes, I am.
Miraculously made.
God has been good. You know, God had a system for me.
But I just don't understand why you are not ever in your call miracle. I mean, if you're ever in a miracle, I would understand. But
I'm from Latte. When I'm there, I see the voter.
So that's why you got miracle there. Because they would have called it a miracle.
No miracles.
No,
it's a lot of miracles.
Let's talk about the miracle you want to work with the communication directorate of the New Patriotic Party. What's your plan? Why do you seek that office?
Umaru, I want to build one of the most sophisticated communications architecture that this country has seen in recent times. You see, as an opposition party, we have a responsibility to get the whole country talking about the government, the good, the bad, the ugly, and then what alternative we are proposing. If we fail at that, we don't only fail as a political party, but we fail the people. Because see, the voter in Yeji is counting on the opposition party to inform them what the options are. Because as for governments, they will never tell you their weakness. They will only give you a facade and let you feel everything is okay. It is the opposition party that would trigger the conversation and trigger the thought that, you know, this guy is telling you are fine, but you know you are not fine. The reason is because your son is going to level 200. Remember, these guys told you that they will give you level 100 free tertiary fees. You know they didn't give you. Oh, but they gave me, they refunded. No. That wasn't the promise. Go and watch what they said. This is what they said. They said that when you get the admission, they will pay your money to the school as grants. They didn't say that go and struggle, stress, and get money and go and pay for a refund. They say, oh, that's right. It means that these guys, when they say something, I have to pay very close attention to it, otherwise they will mislead me. That is the job of the opposition party.
Propaganda.
No, facts. Facts.
Facts lays with propaganda.
No. Tell me what about what I said is propaganda. Facts.
The fact remains that the money has been paid.
No,
you don't want that fact established, so you create something.
You are misleading the public.
Oh.
The fact is that.
Am I the government?
Yeah, you are trying to cover up for it. The fact is that the government said there are poor people in secondary school.
So they'll pay their fees.
These people,
for their
when they are
year,
going to the university,
they'll pay
they stress.
Yes.
They stress.
So they'll pay like 100.
No, they didn't say they will pay the 100 fee. They stress.
Yes.
So they will make sure that moving forward,
they'll take out the
when
stress.
you get admission, they will take out the stress by
paying your
fees to the school. All you do is to pick your bag.
And they have.
Not a single Ghanaian child has received stress-free fee. All of them, not a single one. The 2 batches. What they have received rather is a post-stress. Umaru, you and I, you know Latin and Suchari, we are neighbors. How many people? How many people? But when I'm standing, I see you. You don't see us. But me, I see you.
The war plan.
How many people in Esuchari or Latte have access to loans for their first semester, first year at the University of Ghana?
Okay.
So the government promised those people that you don't have to go and stress to go and look for a loan. That's why the government called it no stress fee. Now the government comes to office and then he says that, you know, I said that you won't go through stress, but it's okay. Go and stress. If you manage to find money in your stress and go and pay, then you can apply for a refund. When I went to University of Ghana, my entire time at University of Ghana, I used Citi loan. You know how Citi loan works. You go and look for the money, pay. Once you are in the school, you apply, you get a refund. Maybe second semester or something, you get a refund. Or late first semester, you get a refund. That wasn't the promise the government made to us. So you see the way you were very convinced, that the government fulfilled it. That is what the opposition does. The opposition triggered the thoughts. Now you realize that indeed, there's a big difference between what the government promised and what they delivered. But you know why? The effect is that, no, let me give you the effect so you don't ask that follow-up question. The effect is that there were a lot of poor Ghanaians who actually qualified for university, hoping and voted for this government, hoping that they will get access to university without stress. And they are still at home.
But you see, my question to you is that I promised I would give you lunch. Then it was time for lunch. You came to me and I said, listen, I'm expecting some money, it hasn't come. So either go and free the gobe or go and do whatever you do. I'll pay you back. There's a guarantee, there's a promise that I'll pay you back. And I have done. Between that and no promise of paying for your lunch, which one is better?
The insincerity is, the hypocrisy and the insincerity doesn't even bring the question of which one is better. Those of us who were your target group are the ones who could not access loans. That's why we went to free SHS for free without paying anything. We are very poor. Amweni, the very, very famous free SHS boy at Adeso, got admission to University of Ghana and yet was at home farming, hoping that after years of farming, he'll be able to raise money to go to school. So he couldn't go to the school. Amweni and his kind are the ones you developed the stress-free fee policy for. So if you tell Amweni that, oh, even though you went to queue for me, hoping that I'll just go and pay for you to come, now that I am in, I beg you, I can't find the money. So you go and hustle and go and get it. Amweni still remains at home. He still remains at home.
Yeah.
It is only the few privileged who are already getting their university admissions and were going to school that you are still refunding the money to. That is the failure of the government. The promise is different from what they have.
Have you not considered that it's possible that the government that came to take over had chewed everything to the bone? So as a new government, I couldn't have easily got money to start paying.
It's possible. That's why you don't deserve to be in office. Because remember, you knew the size of the meat, knew the size of the bone, and made your promises.
You couldn't have known from outside.
It's
only after you come in when you uncover the thing that you realize that
then get out.
It's a massive.
That is why you don't have to be there.
That's why you're recovering the loot.
That's why you don't have to be there. Because
that's why you make the point to people that this is what I promised to give you. But when I came with better facts now, I've realized that I cannot do what I said to you. So I'm being honest.
So next year, next elections,
I would give you what I have.
Next elections, Umaru People's Party will come and line up and tell us anything they want, whether they can be down or not. So that when we vote for them, they will come back and conveniently say, oh, when we can realize that the money is not enough, so we can't do what we told you we'll do it. You see, no group of persons that want progress accept what you're saying. And again, you like to live in assumptions and hypotheses. People are home suffering. People who went to queue
You're attacking
to
my
vote.
person.
No, I'm referring to you. People, you asked me a question. I'm using your way against
By
you.
attacking me.
I'm not.
Okay.
People went to queue because they have faith and belief in this government.
And they have delivered.
How?
They
They are
have
still
paid-
at
they-
home.
they have paid the
The
stress
poor
fee.
children who couldn't get the fees at home. You are referring to those of us who could access.
Did the schools insist on collecting the money from the students
Yes,
before they
yes.
start?
That is why even months after they've gone to school, you could see people like Kofi Asare and co on Facebook begging for funds to help those who couldn't go to school to go. That is the problem.
So
the promise the government made.
Your intention as a communication person is to lift this veil.
No, so the object is to drive a communications architecture that can lift the facade and let the people understand what truly the issues are, what they deserve, and what the opposition is promising them.
How do you lift the facade of the enjoyment of better Ghana, for instance, at the fuel station, and that even when global challenges have led to the increase in fuel price, the government has come to absorb at least 2 cedis of the liter
So this
of
is how
diesel.
we lift the facade. So first of all, think about it. The government first built a big facade to you and told you, oh, I have brought the dollar down. I have brought inflation to less than 5%. Hallelujah. Everything is okay. Then all of a sudden, we realize that, how is it that inflation, when it was 23%, dollar, when it was 14 cedis, was giving you and I fuel at 14.9. And then you that you said we should praise you for all the beautiful macroeconomic indicators has dollar at 12.5, has inflation at was it
I'm not going to help you.
3.5%, 3.5% or thereabout. And yet fuel price is crossing 18, 19 cities. That is the veil that needs to be lifted. That is where the church will realize, than you. Say, even the previous government that we said was bad had high inflation, high dollar, but was selling fuel to us lower.
But the previous government didn't take off 2 cedis.
You don't have to. So that even makes your situation worse. That even after taking 2 cedis off, your price is still higher than the previous government. That makes your situation worse. That makes it even terrible. So you can imagine if the 2 cedi was not off.
But you can also imagine can also imagine that if the cedi was at where the previous people had it, and the inflation was at where the previous people had it, then even if I take off the 2 cedi, it would have been
do that to
2
yourself.
times or 3
No,
times
don't
what
do
the
that.
previous
Don't do
people
that to yourself. Let me help you again.
Okay, you have
In June 2022, thereabouts, I think between June and November, international crude price was $130 per barrel. $130 per barrel. $130 per barrel. Today, international crude price is around $83 per barrel. At the time, inflation was over 50%. Yet, fuel price was lower then, when inflation was about 50%.
How was it lower? It was around 18.
Oh, it is
19.
lower than now. Maybe 18, 19. That was, where 18, even the diesel, as we are speaking now, with 2 cedi removed, how much is it?
17.
Exactly. So no matter how you analyze it, that veil must be removed. You see the way now I'm even removing it from your own self.
No, you're
Because
not.
but you see the argument you were making.
No, I'm just watching
The facts
you.
of the matter is that the facade that has been created is to make you think that inflation is 3.5, so your life is okay. It's to make you think that dollar is 12.5, so your life is okay. But the reality is that when inflation was 23%, your electricity was 24% lower than it is now.
The person at
Hold on. When dollar was 12.5, your electricity and water was 15%, 24% less than this. When inflation was 50%, cocoa farmers were being paid and they were not being owed. When inflation was 50%, the bus from Circle to Kumasi was 90 cedis. Today, that inflation is 3%. The bus from Circle to Kumasi is 120 cedis. That veil must be removed.
Let's talk about how you remove the veil from the guy who imports spare parts to Aboagye. In the past, he had to pay so much to get dollars to be able to import under your administration. Today, he pays less cedis for more dollars to go and import. He feels good. How do you convince him through this your communication agenda that the government is misleading him?
So when you go to
Aboagye.
Swami
Okay.
or Aboagye, they tell you that they're the near man about you know why? Because
cars are not breaking down, they are fixing roads through big push.
Which road have they fixed? Can you mention? You see, sometimes when you do this thing, you are also creating a facade and a veil.
I'm not.
Oh, that must be removed.
No, I'm not.
If we are going to look at kilometers of road actually completed under this government, how many would they be? That all of a sudden you are telling us, the Ghanaian people, that our roads are good, and so our roads are good, and that's why our cars are not spoiling. Is that what you're telling us?
They are fixing the roads.
That veil you are trying to put in front of us will be removed.
Your municipality, they are not doing any road in your municipality.
You are peddling. You see what you are peddling. For example, my road to my hometown has been ongoing since 2021, 2022.
Is it continuing?
Hold on. Yes, so it's continuing, but it's not done. But here you are trying to create a facade and a veil as if the road is completed, and that is why all of a sudden cars are not breaking down. The problem is not
it's ongoing, and then it means definitely there must be some
fixed. The road is not fixed.
The road in your place.
No, the road is not fixed. It's ongoing.
And no road anywhere has been fixed.
Tell me
under the big push.
No. Tell me I ask you how many kilometers? Because if you are going to measure, they're going to look at comparative in terms of kilometers constructed to see who has actually delivered enough to keep our cars not breaking down. But the fact is far away from cars breaking down. The problem is that
cars are breaking down, but people are not buying.
This government is running an inflation target economy where they are sweeping all the money from the system, so you don't have money to even go and buy. Now, what is it about my show? Go to Aboagye and go and tell them this and see if they won't chase you.
People go to Aboagye.
Last week, your cameras were there. We heard them. Listen to me. And that is the reality. And that's something we must let the government understand. Teachers are owed. They are not being paid. 15-month arrears. Nurses are owed. They are not being paid. Cocoa farmers are not being paid. You promise that you are going to automatically post teachers and nurses. It's not been done. All these are expenditure that you are deliberately...
They posted nurses recently.
You said automatic. You posted 7,000 out of a possible 70,000.
But they met a backlog.
We met a backlog. We cleared all.
So that's what they are working
on. We
on.
Cleared all.
They have started.
No, but you made a promise. You see, Umaru,
but can they? No, but in all sincerity and honesty, if they met a backlog of 70,000 for education, for instance, teachers, how do you expect them to recruit 7,000 within 1 year?
But they promised. Why didn't you ask them this?
It's a progressive thing.
No, why didn't you ask them this? You see, automatic. What's the meaning of automatic?
Automatic means for those who are finishing.
So those who are finishing, are they in automatically?
Because there's a backlog.
So you see the problem.
If you clear the backlog,
so that is why.
If you clear the backlog, you should have leveled everything.
That is why
so that if they have now come and they fail to recruit 2024, 2025, then we can blame them.
That's why people like you who analyze the thing this way need me. Because see the way you're analyzing it. A government comes to your campus. The president gets his head out of his roof and tells you, when you vote for me and you complete your school,
yes,
you will automatically be posted.
Correct.
I have completed school 2 years now.
Yes.
Mr. President, I went to queue for you because you said automatically, and you told me that, it's because I met a backlog.
Yes.
That's why I cannot. What you see,
but
when you were speaking in 2024,
yes,
there was a backlog at that time. Hold on. When you were speaking in 2024 and you're asking me to vote for you and you give me automatic placement, there was a backlog. So you knew there was a backlog. In any case, let me tell you, MPP didn't leave any teachers and nurses backlog. That's for the record.
So you mean the 2024 teachers?
Is that year 2024 who are there? Those 2024.
I know a nurse. Hold on. I know a nurse who is a sister of a colleague who finished the nursing school in 2020. She only got posted 2 weeks or so ago.
When you go home, when you go home, ask her why. Because the data is here. Data doesn't lie. But that's not to digress. You made a specific promise to them. They give them automatic placement. You made it in the heat of the elections.
Yes.
3 months to elections. At that time, in fact, between November...
I'm saying to you that automatic cannot work if you don't clear the backlog.
Who cares? But you knew there was a backlog. But you made a promise.
Yeah, but you left a mess. The mess has to be cleared.
What is in your conscience, Umaru?
What is in the conscience is being honest to the people.
But you were dishonest.
Is what I said I was going to do. But when I came, the people who left, this is what they left, and I have to fix it. If trees fall on trees, you take the topmost first. That's
Umaru, listen. The reason why the teachers are angry on the other street, and you are not a teacher, so you don't feel that
I'm actually going to ask you if people are really that angry.
They're on the streets.
Why am I not?
They've been campaigning.
Gawa is on strike. I don't see them.
See, the protesters that they even got tired. The teachers and the nurses.
Did they get more tired than those who came to protest at the ministry?
That's why you voted us out. And that's why they are even more tired now. Because they are more tired now because they saw those who were protesting at the ministry, which you and others
highlighted.
And then they voted as the previous government, hoping that you come and do different. And now they have to protest. You don't even listen to them.
When was the last time you saw a teacher protest?
Oh, last month.
They were protesting.
Yes. And let me even tell you,
non-recruitment.
about 15 months arrears and non-recruitment.
Okay.
And then the non-cancellation of their licensure exams. But that's even by the way.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter, which is important, extremely important, is that you don't make promises and get people's votes. And then when you finish, you come and tell them otherwise. You don't do that.
You are honest.
No, you are dishonest.
No, you tell them what you have met.
No, you are dishonest.
No, it's rather
You
when
are
you,
dishonest.
for instance, the cocoa thing, cocoa thing, they said that they promised that they would give you so much. They came and realized that they cannot give you so much, but if they give you so much, the economy will collapse. So they had a frank conversation and told you that, no, wait. They said that, listen, people, when I buy your cocoa and I take it to the market, I can't sell it for 1 million. I can only sell it for 50 million, 500,000. So I cannot give you the 1 million that I promised you. How did they err in that?
So this is the reason why it's important that Miracles is needed as a comms director for the MPP. Listen, even as early as March,
you're inciting cocoa farmers.
No. In this government's tenure, the finance minister was in parliament telling the parliament's people that he would give cocoa farmers that money.
Yes.
Even that.
But he wasn't the one to buy the cocoa. The cocoa was being sold internationally. If the market, if they are,
that is why all the things you are saying. You see, you realize that almost every major thing that affects the Ghanaian people, they are making excuses, which you are helping them to. That's why they need to get out of office. Because then what did he come to do?
They came to expose the rot you left behind and the loot that they said they will collect back.
But you see, how do you come and expose the rot of somebody that did better than you and is doing better than you? We paid cocoa farmers more than you are paying them. And you are here saying that
because the market bought more than you, they are selling.
Then get out. You see the problem.
But they don't control the international market.
Get out.
Get out how?
How do you just come
they
to
have
office?
A 4-year mandate.
How do you just come to
with
office?
With the possibility of one more.
They won't get that one more. See, how do you come to office? And then as for you, you see, every promise I make, I mention, you are making excuses for them.
I'm not making excuses for them. I'm telling you the reality.
Yeah, but the reality is that you are failing on each of them. And you are making excuses for each of them.
Yes, it's not an excuse.
It is
a reality.
You are failed.
For instance, if you left the backlog,
you said you will pay. No, you are failed. All governments met backlogs, they fixed it. Why are you making excuses?
How long did it take
to fix it? You knew it. You knew that as of 2024, you knew that you have the 2024
right now,
and yet you kept telling those who are in school and are yet to complete that, don't worry, when you complete, I'll give you automatic posting. And then when you win, you say, oh, because of the backlog people, which I knew about, I can't give you automatic.
It's like you promising free SHS, and when you came, because you didn't calculate and we were not honest the way that these people have become, you forced free SHS on us, and we saw all the teething challenges that almost derailed our entire education
sector. Free SHS is a lie. Nothing derailed an entire education.
The food was
nothing
poor.
Derailed.
The accommodation was unavailable.
As we speak today, food is poor. Konongo, even tertiary institutions have poor food. When you were in
school, they give them.
Didn't you see that? Why do you think the Konongo Nursing Training College
that's what
was being beaten?
University.
Why do you think they were being beaten? It's because of poor food. Has the school shut down? So don't say it is never true. In fact, the World Bank has even said that free SHS is the biggest policy this country has ever seen.
Yes, it's big doesn't mean that it was
so
best.
Teething challenges mean what?
It doesn't mean that it was executed
the singular
in the best
objective of free SHS is to grant universal access to the poor, the mid-poor, and the rich.
Without thinking of quality.
No.
And
quality
accommodation.
Of, what is quality? Free SHS performance far outweigh pre-SHS.
When you make teachers know how many vacations.
Pre-SHS performance.
Yes.
Outperforms all pre-free SHS performance. So what are you talking about quality? The fact of the matter here is that, and you can't make excuses for this government. Every single promise that this government has made, they are failing at it. And all they keep telling us is, this is the reason why we can't do it. This is the reason why we can't do it. This is the reason why we can't do it. So what were you doing in opposition for 8 years?
Dennis, the Economic and Organized Crimes Office picked you up. You were returning, apparently. I thought you were leaving. You were running away, then they catch you. Not knowing you're rather coming back, and they caught you. And they went to lock you up. And then there was all this demonstration about free Dennis Miracles, Aboagye, and all this. And you went to do thank you tour after they freed you. They say you stole government money. Is it true?
I don't want to comment on this.
Why?
I think that, in all fairness, if you have any questions, you can direct them to EOCO.
Oh, but you are the one. You are my friend. I want to know whether it is true.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm your friend. It doesn't matter what is true. I think when I came out, I addressed the issues, and it doesn't help in any way if I keep on belaboring the same thing. If you want to know anything at all. I think I did an elaborate.
I want to hear your truth.
No. It's
because EOCO has told us their truth.
No, EOCO hasn't. I haven't really seen anything from EOCO.
They've issued a statement. They said that you and your accountant were
that statement was not
signed,
signed,
and that your accountant.
That statement was not signed. I've asked, and
you don't trust that statement from
EOCO?
EOCO?
No, I don't think so.
Is it true that your accountant is paying back?
I don't know.
Are you planning to?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Will you pay back?
What?
The money they say you.
I don't know. Ask them.
No, but I want to hear from you.
I have nothing
People want
say.
to know from you.
Anybody that has anything to know should ask the right people.
Have
You're asking the wrong person.
Have you been cowed by EOCO?
I just granted an interview with you on the government.
Yeah, but you're free to talk about the EOCO.
It's unnecessary for you to have a conversation around a matter that a state institution says I am investigating. I may even be giving out information that I'm not supposed to give out.
Yeah, but at least you can tell your truth.
I've done this for 23 years. This is not where to tell the truth. I know where to tell the truth.
You will tell the truth when in court?
No, it doesn't have to be court.
Have they told you when you go to court?
I engage EOCO all the time. EOCO didn't say they are taking me to court. They said they are investigating.
Have they formally charged you?
I don't know. Ask EOCO. I don't know.
So right now, what are you, a suspect, an accused person?
I don't know. Whenever EOCO needs me, I will go. And I'll go and have conversations.
We saw that they had frozen your movable and immovable assets. Is that true?
I don't know.
Do you have access to your house?
Yes, I live in my house.
They didn't put tape there that
I don't enter go and ask. You're asking the wrong person.
How many of your houses did they take over?
I don't know.
Did they take your cars?
I don't know.
Did they block your bank account?
I have no idea.
You don't know. You don't want to tell me.
I have no idea.
Why?
Because I've done this for 23 years.
Yes.
I know the places to have which conversation and at what time.
Yeah.
This is a very needless moment for me to have this.
There's an information about your bank accounts that they went to look inside.
There are a lot of things in there.
That you have few CDs in there. Is that really true?
There are a lot of things in the media space. Every day I see some flyer. Those things are not even coming from EOCO. Yeah, they are not even coming from them. These are all, no, those things are not from EOCO.
So we should not believe.
I don't know. Go and what you want to believe it.
I interviewed the man who took over your office. He sat here and he told me how you sacked him, and then he eventually had to come back and all of that.
I didn't sack him. And that I can address.
And he, in the report, we are told that he came to report that you had stolen money.
That I can address.
You have a problem
that I can address. No, I don't have any problem with him, and I didn't sack him. You know, when that interview came out, I didn't talk about it. And like I keep saying, I have done this for a long time. I've learned from senior members in politics, and I know when to say what and when not to say what.
You're afraid to speak?
No, I am not. I know when to speak. For example, I'm now going to address Gameli's falsehood.
Yes,
isn't it? Yes, I'm going to address. Oh, you have 1 minute.
Yeah,
I thought, but he said it on your show, so I need to address it.
Yeah,
when you finish, cut other places cut other places and keep this one.
Which one should I cut out?
Anyone you want, but keep
all
this
the
one.
facade you are lifting.
Yes, I keep this one.
1 minute.
I don't mind. So you know, when we came to office, when I went to IMCC in 2022, IMCC is fully funded by donors, not by government. So even the staff, they are all paid from internal resources. We realized that since 2020, there's not been any inflows into the organization. So basically, whatever you have sitting in the account, that's what you're using to pay staff and take care of operations. So as a government, a decision was taken to migrate the staff onto civil service. That was a time we decided to lay off all the staff who were on IGF and work on the processes of getting the civil service regularization now. So what we did is we wrote to Controller and Accountant General, wrote to local government service, and they seconded staff to IMCC. So when they seconded the staff to IMCC, then Gameli and the rest were asked to go pending clearance from Finance Ministry. And I tell you what, 2 months after they went, we got clearance from the Finance Ministry and we called all of them back. I called him personally. He came to my office. He brought his CV, brought all his documentation. And then I gave the details to the civil service and he was employed. So if he says,
if you sacked him and went to bring him back.
No. I have all the evidence here. This is him.
Do you have a personal fight with him?
No. As I said, but
why would he report you to EOCO?
I don't know if he did. And I don't know if anything about EOCO. You're asking the wrong person.
No, you're the right person.
No.
You spend days in EOCO.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you can spend days there tomorrow, so long as you're a citizen.
I pray I don't.
Yes, but you don't know. You
But are you
understand?
fine mentally, psychologically?
I've been
physically,
having very good conversations with
You
what do
sleep
think?
well. You don't have a problem.
Yes, the only thing that is paining me is
You don't have nightmare of
the three
Ramona.
wives that they said I have that I can't find the other two. That thing is really paining me, man.
I can help. Become a
It's
Muslim.
paining
I'll
me.
help you find
It's paining me,
that.
pa. That thing.
You'll be fine.
If they were there, crack, I would be painful. But because they were not there, it's true. But otherwise, we are good.
So
Umaru,
you
we are
say
good.
that you don't have nightmare seeing
I'm a
Ramona
Sunday
as a
school
baby.
teacher.
Really?
I don't bear grudges. Yeah, I'm a Methodist Sunday school teacher.
Oh, okay.
I don't bear grudges. I don't hold things against people.
Oh.
It's just time. It's just time. Time, and it's just the cycle. We'll be fine.
Thank you so much, and all the
Thank you
best.
too.
That's Dennis Miracles Aboagye. He speaks for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the NPP flag bearer, and he's hoping to be National Communications Director of the NPP.